Hello and welcome to QuickTip 80, and in this quick tip we're going to be looking at tutorial 184 and just seeing how we could change the colors. So what I've got here is tutorial 184 with both the indicator and a strategy applied to a chart. In fact, what I've done is copied 184 into a new indicator called QuickTip 80. And if we look at that, what I'm going to do to start with is, you see we have QuickTip 80 is active. In terms of strategies, I'm just going to change the status to off. And what we've got, several colors here. We've got the this line going from yellow to red, and then the other line is staying orange all the time. So let's go into the program and I have it open here. You'll see that we don't have any inputs describing color, and so if we go down into the code, we'll see that we have this section here which is saying determine direction and set plot color, and then that variable plot color is used in the actual plot statement at the end of the program here. So if we look at this line here, we'll see that plot color is the color, and if you were to right click on plot color, you'll see the syntax of the statement. So we have essentially a value, a name, and then we have a color, and then the other two options are optional. And the color we're using here is a TradeStation color. Now, somewhat confusing because at the moment we have two different ways of doing color in TradeStation. We could use the color class or the legacy EasyLanguage color. In this program we're using the legacy EasyLanguage color. If you were interested in the color class or transferring between the two, then you could go to QuickTip 33. But the colors that we have to choose from, I've added to the top of the program here, and you'll see that we have these ones here: black, blue, cyan, etc. And you can find those colors in the help files if you want to be reminded of them. So let's just go back to the program and see it. At the moment we have this up line in yellow, the down line in red. So let's go to the section where we're setting the colors, and I could say, well, instead of yellow I want to have cyan, and instead of red I'm going to have dark red. I'm just going to verify the program, and you can do that by, if you have it visible on your screen, clicking this green arrow at the top. And then if we go back to the chart, you'll see now that the yellow line is now cyan line, and this red line is now a dark red line. But what about the orange line? And if you look at the program, you'll see that the actual plot statement doesn't include a color. So what we could do is we could just add a color there. So we could say, for example, use yellow. Since we're not using yellow anymore, I'm going to verify that. And now if we go to the chart, you'll see that the lines that were orange are now yellow. If we didn't do that, in other words, if we removed the yellow and go to the program, you'll see that it's gone back to orange. So how would you change that? Well, what you can do is go into Studies, Edit Studies, double click on QuickTip 80. Now, the first plot, we can change it to whatever color we like. It's not going to make any difference. So I'll just make that something really bright. We don't need to change it. But this one, this is one where we're getting the orange. So if we wanted to change that to, for example, yellow, we could change it there, and then that becomes yellow. A final thing that I'd just like to show you is what we could have done is we could have actually, and this probably would have been a better idea, created a couple of color inputs. So for example, we could have col 1 and we could choose a color, so say magenta, and col 2. Notice I'm calling these integers. Let's just choose another color from our list. So maybe light gray, just to be the default. So color 1, color 2. And now what we can do is go back to our statement, and instead of having the colors hard coded, we could put in color 1 and color 2. and verify the program, and you'll notice that that has changed it. So we've got magenta for the up color and gray for the down. But the beauty of that approach is if we go to the QuickTip and look at the inputs, then we could change the inputs here. So we could have, let's just look at the options again. So we could have, for example, dark brown and green. Okay, let's do that. So we'll change this one dark brown. That's going to be the, as it were, up color. And then color 2, let's change that to green. Just say OK, and you'll see that those colors have changed. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you very much.